So what are the traffic lights for?
Well, you know, stop, be cautious, and go. That's what they mean.
So I need to obey these traffic signals, right? Because one of them's red.
I think you're looking at it wrong. You're in the wrong practice, Bruce.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I'm just messing.
Chris, you have stint analyzer up at all or no?
No. But I figured out Greg's line.
Is he running the high line all the way around?
Ah, crap. Yeah, he is.
That's what I thought.
Well, that didn't work.
I just saw you. I thought you were on the track, Greg. I didn't realize you came out of the pits.
No, somebody was parked there.
Yeah, it was me. I was getting out of the car.
Oh, okay.
Pit lane speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Sounds like something in
There's
old
traffic
Bruce would
behind,
say.
take care.
Yeah, mine over here, they keep hiding my glasses on me. They know my memory's bad, so even if they show me where they're at, I can't find them.
The leader has just done a 41.30.
Yeah, track's already changed.
P5.
And it took me about, what, 10 laps or so to hit the wall. Yep. Used to be 2, and I'd hit the wall.
Well, that's progress.
thought that was Scott that did that.
That was 41.79.
So Scott's not racing tonight, is he?
Car high. Still there. You clear high.
You're now 0.73 off the pace. You've just done a 42.03.
Got a car high.
You're 5.
Still there. You clear outside.
The leader's just done 41.27.
Apparently that's unsafe pit entrance if you go left of the green cone there before turn 1. Interesting. Wait,
Yeah, this is dumb.
I'm in your car at the moment.
All clear.
James.
Push now.
Right before you take off, there's a green cone at the end of pit lane here. Right. Right. But I came off of front straight and I dove down apparently inside that green cone, and that gave me an unsafe pit entrance penalty.
Huh.
What is the hashtag FR dollar sign and hashtag minus FR dollar sign? Yeah, I mapped them, I just don't know what I mapped them exactly to do.
You're currently 1.70 off the pace. That lap was at
Oh,
43.00.
The main thing is clear tires, you know, change all 4 fuel out, that kind of stuff. Right, it's fixed. I still wouldn't know what to do with it. I know almost nothing about cars. I mean, you know, your basic stuff, change the tire, you know, do a tune-up. You know, I used to do tune-ups when they used to have points. They don't have any of that anymore. Change timing belts, all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, I know nothing about cars. Yep.
Whoa, okay, this is some netcode stuff
was
going
at
on.
42.45.
Walls just grabbing the car.
Oh, that ain't
I
good.
better check my ping.
That's the wall monster. Yep. Yep. I was sitting in the pits and the wall grabbed me.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's netcode. I got a 133 ping. Yeah, it reached out. I was not really that close to the wall, and it definitely grabbed me.
Seventh position.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a little safer distance.
Well, now don't do that on my account. Yeah.
I think you just did the test here in practice. I don't think you do the test down here.
Yeah, right as I actually started to turn left, to turn away from the wall, it actually then grabbed it. Weird.
See what happened when you snuggled up close against it, it got to liking it, and then when you tried to pull away, it felt abandoned.
That's funny, dude.
Just cuddle with a struggle.
The loneliest wall in California.
Who's excited for this to become a short track?
0.85 off the leader's pace. That was at 42.12. Okay, James, 10 minutes of fuel
Wait,
remaining.
what? They're tearing down the speedway,
Outside.
and like where the pit area is and slash front
They're
straightaway
outside.
is all going to be. They're turning into a half-mile short track. The rest of it, they're developing into condos.
That's fucked up.
Well, they can't get anybody to come to the race anymore. It's boring. Starting to
You're now
get more,
1.08
build more
off the
people back
pace.
into the short track scene. So
That was at
I
42.34.
guess they worked with iRacing to try and figure out a layout, like the banking, the corners, and everything else. So this is one of the first tracks to be designed and tested on iRacing first.
Well, that's they used the general plan of Michigan, right? For the
Yeah.
they built this track.
Yeah, basically.
You're currently 1.01 off the pace.
Yeah, and I don't know that a short track is going to be the answer either. NASCAR's got way bigger problems, but it certainly doesn't help that the track is boring for viewers or spectators.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they have a lot of other things to figure out first, but I like to see that they're adding more short tracks and more historical tracks back to the schedule. They took a lot of that stuff off their schedule when they went through their boom, building big tracks like this, and they got away from what made them popular in the first place.
Yeah, I think they needed to be more careful with California because it's such a huge market. So if NASCAR eventually starts regaining popularity again, it actually might not be that great that it's a short track. It would be better maybe if they configured it as a mile or something, make it unique, make it old school in that sense, but maybe not
Exactly, yeah.
a short track. So they might regret that, but in the end it might be irrelevant. I don't know if NASCAR's ever going to fully come back.
A West Coast Bristol isn't a bad idea.
Bristol's half mile.
It's a half mile, but it seats like 130, something like that. Huge draw.
Yeah,
It's
but they
insane
haven't
when
been
you
able
go
to
there.
draw at Bristol lately. That's why they started going to dirt races.
That lap time was 42.
Well, they also ruined the track. That's the reason that people stopped going. My dad went for 20-some years in a row, and after the third race, after the repave, he's like, I'm never coming back here again.
Yeah,
So
well,
everybody
everybody was gouging on hotels and camping and everything. I mean, it was an expensive proposition for people.
Yeah, but he was willing to pay the money for it. He did it 20 years in a row, but once he said the racing got boring. Everybody, after 10 laps, jumped to the high side, and then nobody could pass. So they said you went from having one of the most exciting tracks on the schedule to where people were fighting each other to be on the bottom. They're kind of moving each other out of the way. They're racing really hard to where they get to the top of the groups because you literally couldn't pull out a line to pass anybody. So even if you got to run on somebody, he said you'd literally see some cars back off down the back straightaway and just keep falling in line on the high side. He said it was the worst racing he's ever seen.
Yeah, it's definitely not as fun on racing sims as it once was.
That's what I was hoping NASCAR's master plan with this whole going back to dirt thing. Because the whole reason that they got the repave done was because they did the dirt race with like World of Outlaws and the World of Outlaw late models, and it ruined the surface.
You're now
Like they couldn't get the dirt out of it, it destroyed tires, it destroyed the track, so they repaved it, and they were like, hey, what if we did side-by-side racing? We'll just put progressive banking around Bristol. And my dad was like, the very first race they had the progressive banking, I think he said it was like Denny Hamlin was the first one that just went to the outside and try and see if there was anything there, and started running faster laps than everybody else. So then everybody else went up there, and he said ever since then, that's all they do, because there's more banking up there, and the way they've designed the cars nowadays, they're so perfect, basically, that you couldn't even use the bottom line.
1.51 off the pace.
It is.
Your lap time was 42.
So I was hoping with this new dirt thing that they were gonna, accidentally mess up the surface again and repave it back the way it really was. And I guess they put down like 1.5 feet of just sawdust to keep the concrete from getting damaged. I'm like, well, there goes that plan.
How many sets of tires do we have tonight? One?
Same as always.
All right, James. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
55 laps, right?
You've just done a
45, I
42.48.
believe.
So we will have to make fuel stops?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big time.
This series runs, what is it, 45% fuel, Matt?
Yeah. Max, your fuel tank is set to the maximum of like 8 gallons. So even our short little 45-minute races, it forces you to at least make one pit stop.
Man, I'm looking at the race. It says 55M. Doesn't say 50.
55 minutes or 45 laps.
Okay. But then it says 60 minutes out to the right.
You're now 1.78 off the pace.
5-minute quality.
That lap was at 43.05.
Yeah, practice is an hour, 5-minute qualifying, 55 minutes for the race.
Yeah, and the tires will wear quicker, right? Because I think the fuel setting also affects the tire wear.
I don't know if it does or not. Yeah, I originally had it at 55 laps earlier in the day, and then because a lot of the ARCA series, when I just throwing up schedule or throwing up the races, I just took my best guess at the laps, and I did a practice session. I backed the laps up a little bit because it would have been really close to an hour, especially if we had any cautions. So I didn't want to have another rain out.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's
Hey.
going on, man?
You're currently 1.80 off the pace.
She's rolling.
That lap was a 43.07.
Nice. Missed you for some short track racing.
Yeah, just a little too early for me, unfortunately. I'm gonna try and make it.
Yeah.
So should I be less of a lead foot then? Because I'm only getting through 21 laps on one of these tanks.
That seems about right. That's about what I'm getting.
You're gonna have to do a little drafting and probably backing off a little bit.
And then you're probably gonna have to make 2 stops
That puts you
unless
1.65 off the leader's pace.
caution or something. I would suggest having a button map for your ignition, so during caution laps you can turn off your engine and just coast. That's what a lot of us do. And then if you do end up having to make 2 stops,
just posted at
kind of figure out which one you want to take your tires on.
You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining.
And with your fast repair, I think everybody in this league has done something like that at one point in time where they've taken tires and not meant to, or done their fast repair and not meant to, and then don't have it later in the race.
You're currently 1.49 off the pace.
No, it's the late model. Yeah.
Yeah, James, you should do that.
Fixed. It's awesome because you can really lean on another car and not have to worry about spinning each other out or wrecking each other.
You're now 2.0
Unlike this car where you,
off the leader's pace.
breathe on
Okay,
them.
James, we're running
Cars
on fumes,
spin.
mate. Hit this lap, in this lap.
How many laps did you get?
You hit the ignition, didn't you?
No, it'll start sputtering. You'll start running out of fuel with a gallon and a half. I've had it happen right at the end of a
The
race.
guy behind is just
Me
done
too.
41.75.
Yeah, when the
Well, make sure you run out. Make sure you run out during the race. Oh no, no. Coast to the bottom. Just coast to the bottom.
Hey, did anybody watch any of that IndyCar race in Tennessee?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh, man.
That was a crazy race,
What a
man.
mess.
My buddy got tickets and he was sitting right at the corner where Colin Herta wrecked. He's
Wow.
like, that was crazy.
Yep.
Yep. The first
There were a
left-hander
bunch of
right for the
wrecks.
long straightaway.
in that same corner.
Well, the biggest problem was that bridge, the straightaways on it are longer than the straightaways at Indianapolis. So everyone's like, we need to set up low downforce for that section of the track to get a run on somebody, but then the rest of the track is a high downforce track, so they had to compromise on their setups really hard. And I think Colin Herta, he hadn't been behind anybody all day long for the most part. and was trying to carry a head
There's
full
a
of
car
steam into that
approaching.
corner.
Stay
And just,
behind the white line.
there was no downforce on the front end. He went to turn in and knew it wasn't happening.
He locked the left front.
Yeah. Just trying to drive it in a little too hard. I bet he wished he did.
That would be funny if we were allowed backup cars.
F1 used to allow it. I think it was Mark Brundle. Rolled his car at Australia in the first lap, and they red flagged it. He ran back to pit lane and got to get his backup car and start to tail the field.
Yeah, they should allow it. That's a fast report.
They really should allow working on your car under a red flag, because that just gets more cars back in the race. It's just the only reason it's a rule is because, well, we've always done it that way. It's dumb.
Matt, did you see that save I had?
That puts you
No.
at 0.81 off the
Oh,
pace.
Were you around me?
You've just done
I'm in front of you.
42.08.
Sorry now.
James is in front of me. James is like 8 seconds in front of me.
Alright, I crashed now. Sorry. No, Robert was behind me. Sorry.
No, he wasn't. It was me.
Yeah, that didn't work.
You just start yelling enough names, somebody's gonna be like, oh yeah, that was me.
It's totally me.
No, it was me. It was me. I was
Good
trying
luck.
to catch you.
That's your quickest today.
This is one of the tracks that did the grip adjustment to it.
I believe
P8.
so.
So do all our new people know to be on Discord?
Yes.
Sixth place. That's your quickest
James is
lap.
asking some
You're
questions early this morning. I made sure I tried to get him
0.28 off the
set
pace.
up. Looks like he's in here.
Well, that was at
Yeah, I'm here, Matt.
41.55.
Thank you for your help.
He's responding. So see, we're not completely idiots in here. That's what our short track league is for.
You're now 0.83 off the pace. That lap time was 42.10.
Speaking of idiots, I'm going to text my brother. Oh, this is what it feels like that brakes again.
Yeah, I stopped for my pit way early. It was pretty funny.
Your lap time was at 42.36.
And it seems like the bonus points from the heats kind of worked out the way that we were hoping. Where, because I've finished, I think that there's like a three-way tie for second place between all the people at one. their heats and stuff. But me finishing second. Kyle just dominated the race in the cycle on anything you get bonus points on, basically. By the way, for the new people, I don't know if anybody's ever explained the point system or how everything works in this league. So if you finish in the top 5, which we won't be doing this race because it's the first race this season, but if you finish the top 5 of the race before, you have to start on the tail for the next race. So the leader will be the very last car. Whoever finished second is the second to last car, and so on and so forth. So that way it kind of spices up the field a little bit. Don't always have the same guys that are just starting from the front and then taking off. You get a bonus point for leading a lap, bonus point for leading the most laps, and a bonus point for the fastest
Don't cross
lap
the
of
white
race.
line.
I think that's about it as far as that goes.
When we first take the green flag, we go on the green flag and not any sooner, but thereafter on any restarts, a leader can go early.
Yep. You get one fast repair, one set of tires, and you have a small fuel tank. There he is.
Okay, James, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Yeah.
And if kind of when you run into him. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, you help the leader go a little bit.
I'll have y'all know I'm giving up watching Titans to be here for this.
Good man.
That puts you at
No.
0.36 off the
It's
pace.
a series of HBO Max. No.
It'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're more racing now.
Yeah, not cool.
But
but
not-
Sampsoid racing.
Not this race and not with this cool crowd.
Yeah, not with the cool kids.
Exactly.
Isn't that what the cool kids always say? We're the cool kids.
Yeah, otherwise you're not really the cool kids. Don't let everybody else know too.
Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits. You're currently
I don't know. I think he's the
0.35
best
off the latest
iRacing
pace.
on the Sampsoid
The
Discord.
leader's
So
just done at 41.23.
You've got a car on the outside. You're clear outside.
Yeah, I snuggled up with that wall too.
P7.
But it let me go a little easier.
yeah, it's throwing me off.
Yeah, things are new this season in iRacing, at least in this car.
Yes. Exactly. This is one of the quick tracks where the highline is a bit better.
The guy behind has just done at 41.62.
You need to run the bottom.
Yeah, nothing's new at all.
It's the same old track that's always been.
I feel like there's some sarcasm here.
Nope. Just telling you the truth. You got a set of match tires.
I'm driving an Oreo car today.
It's a staggered special.
You're now
You're gonna run your
0.90
iRacing
off the
paint
pace.
orange car?
That last lap
Come
was at
on.
42.14.
I ate dinner and now I got slow.
Am I really running the bottom?
Yep.
All night.
Also, for our new drivers, feel free if you're looking for help or tips or anything to post in the Discord channel. We've got other drivers here who've been very helpful. Matt in particular was really helpful for me when I joined iRacing, whatever it was, a little over a year ago, year and a half ago. So feel free to ask questions and reach out for help or resources. We'll try to point you in the right direction.
Thank you.
I totally got back into iRacing planning on going to the roadside, and the ovals just sucked me right back in.
Yeah, I've only done a little bit of road racing. I finally started a few months ago and was having a little bit of fun, gained a license class and stuff, and then I ran like 5 races in the USF 2000 at Tsukuba, and I had 1 win, should have had a podium in all 5 races, but had 3 of them ruined by idiots, and so I said, okay, I think I'll go back to ovals.
Well, Tsukuba is also like a go-kart track. It's insane.
Yeah, it's fun. I actually like that track.
I love the track. It's just hard to get anything bigger than a skippy around there.
Yeah, it's fun in the skippies.
The car ahead has just done
The USF is probably about as big as you want, or a skippy there. But yeah, like running the GT3s or something. I don't know if they run there, but that would be insane.
Oh, they do. Yeah, the fixed Ferrari series was chaos there.
Your last lap time was at 41.
I was laughing the entire time because I thought it was hilarious. People were just yelling at each other in other languages and calling each other idiots. I'm just driving around just avoiding wrecks. We have some pretty good road races on here too, and we did the Sampsoid Discord 24. We almost won the rookie class. I think we finished second by less than 20 seconds or something like that.
Okay, James, there's a car exit.
And then,
That was so much fun.
and then we put together a team for the Daytona 24, and we were running top 3, really in the leaders, until some dude fell asleep at the wheel and wrecked us.
Oh, God.
I was so mad about that.
Yeah, that ruined. I was so mad.
I
rolled into this strangle somebody so bad.
2 hours to go, a stint and a half to go.
Yeah.
It was on the outlap. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we had just swapped. And looking at it, we were like, man, we are reeling in top 2 like crazy. I don't know if we would have gotten first by the end of the race, but we were definitely reeling in second by seconds a lap.
That puts you 0.94 off the pace. Your last lap time was at 42.17.
Yeah, isn't there a Sampsoid like GT3 series or something on Sundays?
Yeah, on Sundays. Yeah, I want to do that, but that's normally when I'm racing in real life, so maybe in the winter time I try to dabble in that. Although trying to convince my wife to give me 3 nights to race on iRacing might be a little bit of a stretch.
I try to join that. Go ahead, James.
They're sore losers. When you beat them, they turn the lights on.
Yeah, I also ran 1 race at Long Beach. I love that track in the USF 2000, and I think I qualified 5th, and I was like, hey, I should get a good finish. I'm just going to be real safe because I know people tend to wreck into that fountain on lap 1. the second place starter didn't even make the first turn, let alone the fountain. Just,
oh, God.
Just rocketed across that corner, took out the 3rd place car, bounced off the wall. I had to come to basically a dead stop because they were washing back across the whole turn. and then people started plowing in from behind. They couldn't even make it to the fountain.
That's, I mean, I would like to say that's bad, but it's almost expected.
Yeah, I got a tow. I think I still got an 8th out of that because so many cars got damaged and had to tow. But yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah, I've seen so many bad, like, especially at Long Beach, because it's almost like South Boston or Martinsville where you got walls on either side, so the track gets clogged up real quick and there's nothing you can really do. You're trying to hit the brakes, and then everybody else behind you is plowing into you.
Yeah, in the iRacing, I've seen some strange behavior there on that final hairpin turn before you go down the straightaway to the start finish. I've actually seen the AI cars like start wrecking and getting clogged there on a pace lap.
Oh wow!
Yeah, hopefully they've fixed that, but.
Yeah, Bruce and I ran the VRS race, the endurance race at Long Beach last weekend. What did we finish, Bruce?
I don't even remember. It was way down.
We did all right though. We came back for sure.
Yeah, we did. It was like for some reason it was like I thought it was like 20 something. But remember
No,
we
in like the top 20.
Oh, we didn't do that at Long Beach. That was before Long Beach.
Yeah, we did. I've only run.
On Saturday. That's right.
Saturday, Long Beach.
Yeah, because I did Long Beach twice. I
The track
forgot.
temp's increasing. It's now 91
So
Fahrenheit.
yeah, it was like P. Did we finish like P15 or 16, something like that?
Something like that. I mean, we were all the way at the end at the beginning of the race.
Good luck, everyone.
I have no idea what I'm doing to get a quick lap.
I'll be serving snacks in the back if any of you guys want to join me.
Hey, did you now? I'm not qualifying, right?
No, everybody qualifies. It's the first race of the season.
Oh, shit. That's right. Oh, let's get going.
I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not going to make you.
No, I think that's a rule. That's a rule of the league.
It is, but we start a new season.
All right, I'm gonna qualify now. I was eating my
so much for
cheese.
that.
I'm stuck in my my mouth. I had to wash them out.
Yeah, I spun coming out of pit road, so that didn't help.
Keep gotta remember this Autoclub.
Your exit's clear.
Michigan.
Don't cross the white line. We've got
Earlier,
2
I
laps.
think it was-
Let's get this done.
I think it was Michigan. I was running a totally different line like I was in Michigan, and I was wondering why it's so slow.
That's a new fastest lap for Saunders, 41.74.
I don't know about you guys, but that thing was way tighter than practice.
Yep.
I really struggled with turn 1 and 2 on the first lap. I thought I was going to hit the wall because it's so tight.
Mine, like, it started pushing up towards it, and it was like almost like it hit the cushion, and it just ripped all of a sudden right before it hit the wall.
Wow.
So I had my foot buried, and I wasn't coming out of it.
salvage something out of that. But yeah, my whole first lap got scrubbed and I had to start over.
Yeah, I hit the wall coming out of 4 on the first lap, so then I lost 3 minutes on the second lap.
Good lap, Brian.
Dang, I don't know how you did that
Chris.
bad. Jesus.
41.2s on both of you.
I'm sorry, man. Couldn't take this just a second. I have no idea where I couldn't get
P6.
So I think it felt tighter because the track is faster.
Yeah, it's the sunset.
Yeah, it's only like a degree cooler than practice, but yeah, I mean, there'd be some of that, but yeah, it behaves totally differently for me this time.
It's getting cooler and plus have a lot of rubber putting through down. You got 2 laps in, James? Finding. Okay.
That puts you 0.60 off the pace.
You guys hear me?
Yep. That's how you snuck at the last second.
Yeah, just made it in. Was kind of occupied and just kind of got tied up. And I looked at the clock. I was like, oh, gotta go.
So is everybody good? We can advance it in the last 10, well, the last 10 seconds.
Yep, all good.
That's the end of the session. P6.
Although if you see an extra long pit stop by me, it might not be a black flag. I might just have to pee.
So here we go.
Oh, Calvin, I love the paint job.
Yeah, I figured I'd change it up. Something a little more simple.
Should be the year of the rusty paint jobs.
Yep. Hey, don't worry, I knocked my beer over earlier, so I had to stop and clean it up.
Jared, you've been awful quiet tonight.
67 Fahrenheit.
I'm still trying to learn this damn track.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this track either.
I literally bought it friggin' before sitting down.
We need to follow car number 28.
I don't like this track much either. But you guys voted. You guys voted on it, so.
What if you could still run on the wall?
You can, but I think just not under these conditions.
You can speed in pit road and you can go straight out on the
Catch
track.
up to car number 28.
Because I've seen other people race on it this season in their leagues, and they were running right out to the wall. And I mean, they were good drivers too.
Okay. Yeah, that. I mean, I like that track. I like this track running on the wall.
But yeah, it's dangerous here in our race. I don't think that's quite going to work. You can run high probably, but it seems like the wall's going to grab people.
I ran a few laps out there in practice. Seemed to be all right.
I'm horrible at rim riding, so I just kind of give myself a lane.
Yeah, you just gotta watch it.
First or second for the start?
Second.
Press second.
Second.
Alright, good luck, everybody.
Be ready.
Good luck, thank you.
Go, go, go.
Car inside. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear inside. We've got a car on the inside.
Good save.
Clear low. Car low.
Be careful, we've got a full course caution.
I need those tires though.
What happened there?
Somebody spun
Race
back.
cars out. Line up
There's like
single
3
file
different
behind
spins at
car
the same
number
time.
68.
Yeah, exactly.
Pits are closed.
I tried to cut from the top down to the bottom, and as soon as I cut down, it looped it. I saved it, but very unexpected. What does fuel strategy look like? 1 or 2 stops?
Looks like 2.
Probably 2.
This caution will help.
This caution should bring it to 1, sadly. I was really hoping for caution free and everyone would have to
Pits are open.
save a whole bunch.
Check up.
You know me, I don't save.
That's my point. Now you won't have to.
I think it's still going to be close.
I'm thinking the same thing, Brian, because I think I could have made it.
Yeah, I know I was going to. I had a game plan in my head, and it just got shot.
At least it got shot early and not late.
Yeah,
That's true.
True, but still.
Yeah, for those of you who are new, Brian is the master at coming up
We're
with
under
some
caution.
crazy
It's
strategies
closed.
that usually win him races. If we ever have to make more than 1 stop, that's like Brian's jam.
I love it.
Single file restart.
Yeah, I think because we did not make a lap, it will be single file.
Yeah, usually it's double file, but it's set to where if we have to do consecutive restarts, it'll force us to go single file.
Dirt track rule.
Yeah, basically, you guys can't keep your shit together, so you get your PB spanked.
I need to put my clutch back on so I can coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I meant to do that before I jumped in here, but I didn't.
I just mapped a button on my steering wheel for the ignition.
These are long pace laps.
That is why I cut down the laps. Originally, I had 55 laps, but I was like, I'm gonna make it 45, just for in case of cautions and such.
Okay, James,
Don't wanna
get
get
ready.
rained out, you
Race
know.
will resume at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost a 2-minute lap.
Thought you were gonna bump the pace car there, Brian.
Can't say I didn't try.
So we're not looking very single file in the back, just saying.
Yeah, you get sorted out by the end.
As long as you don't pass anybody on the left. Or before the green flag.
So you're an old dirt track guy. You know how to people screw up, not get by the wall in the start.
Indeed.
So if you like dirt track rules, our the late model league that runs on Tuesdays is kind of modeled after a asphalt or dirt track.
And Brian's
Saturday
doing
night
it right now. You gotta dip it low.
with heats and the heat races, the caution laps don't count. It's a lot of fun.
Green.
Clear low.
Saving every last drop.
P7.
inside. Hold your line. Clear inside.
Were you guys fucking with me when you said I'd run the bottom?
Maybe.
Oh, no kidding, I was slower. It's cruel. Give a guy 5 minutes of practice and tell him what to do wrong.
My first lap was my first qualifying.
Hi, Chris.
I like watched everyone go into 3 and I was like, hold on a minute.
I've been bamboozled.
There's a car on your inside. Still there.
You'll thank me
Clear
later,
inside.
Chris.
I'm not going anywhere. I like farmers' girls. You go right ahead, Jared. Tear 'em
I
up.
want to be lonely.
V8.
Well, I'm much happier about this race now. I like running the high line.
That's why I told you that.
There we go. This is what I wanted right here.
Hell yes!
Hi, Jared.
Thank you, 24.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Caution. Watch out.
I'm sorry. I know I
Pace
made
car
you
is
check
out.
up
Line
there.
up
My
single
bad.
file behind car number 69. Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
Jared, I don't think it's anywhere even close to you.
Jared, I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Yep.
Thank goodness I have a fast repair.
Who was
Yeah.
that?
I got stuck on the wall and couldn't get off, and finally when I did, it jerked to the left. I didn't hit anyone, but I think everybody checked up behind me thinking I was gonna wreck.
Well, I went behind you, and I was trying not to run you over, and I went slightly to the inside.
Pits are open.
And then all of a sudden, it was like Greg's car, like we had touched, but I still had a good half a car, I thought, between us.
You definitely turned into him.
All right. Well, I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I'm not saying it was their fault. You really have nowhere to go.
Like, I was off the gas, and I was still coming at Chris with a full head of steam.
Go ahead, low, Rob.
Kyle, how much damage do I have on the right?
It's destroyed. You better do a DNF. It honestly looks pretty good. Just that it's got an ever so slight bend, like right behind the tire. That's it.
Just on the rear, not on the front?
We're under caution. Pits closed.
The front looks fine. There's some scratches, but it's not bent or anything.
Thanks.
I don't know what happened back there. I just got a good run on everybody, and I was trying to save fuel and had nowhere to go. Just went down.
Man, I'm all about this race now. It's gonna be exciting. It's like pack racing.
Lots of lines to run on this track.
I'm intentionally trying to. I mean, I'm not following. I'm intentionally trying to save fuel and my tires at the same time. So.
Yeah, you probably couldn't see the middle finger in my front windshield.
Oh no, I saw it clear as day for the first however many laps that was.
That's hilarious.
I figured that was the case when I caught up. I'm like, well, I know they're faster than me.
I just want to know who made a sandwich out of me.
Who wouldn't want to? I mean, I heard how you were talking about that wall earlier.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wound up in the middle of two cars, and then all I heard was somebody saying, "This is the kind of racing I want to do," and I felt really vulnerable.
Hey, this is what we should do. Before every race, we should come up with 10 words that if somebody's able to work it into a sentence naturally, they get an extra point. And vulnerable just won one.
That's quote of the year.
I just think Bruce should be in every race. Bruce and Scott, between the two of them.
See, y'all got me laughing now.
Chalman, I think you're on the outside.
Then I'll move out there. Thank you.
Yep.
Bruce, you got us cracking
inside
out
you, Bruce.
every race.
I mean, we got a minute 30 to go, but it's all Chris ready to go.
I figured out.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, you ready to try and get back up to the front?
Nope. Got a whole new strategy for this race.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna start backing off because there's a bunch of nopes going on in my head.
Yeah, I was completely off the gas and I was still about ready to run over Chris, and I'm like, oh, I know where to go. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Greg. I really didn't mean to turn you there.
No, I figured just somebody made contact or somebody got loose, so I'm sure it was a mistake. It's all right.
I got you.
Green flag. P6.
It's like a friggin' IndyCar race.
We tested it for a couple sessions, and I thought it was kind of boring. Yeah.
Got my bonus point for fastest lap.
Jared, fix it.
Oh, I suck at this place. I get the fast laps because people are smashing me and pushing me.
26.
Car low. Clear low.
So bumpy.
P7. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 1.08.
It's like a DRS train.
I thought you were right into that, Jared.
Just can't find it tonight.
I can't either.
corner.
Get 2 drop races.
Yeah,
Seventh
I'm
position.
missing 2 from racing. Where are we racing next week?
In an oval.
Rockingham.
Yeah, I'll be missing that. I'm racing a divisional.
Well, good luck.
Oh my god, I just totally screwed that freaking turn up. Jesus.
Kyle, I looked down to change my fuel settings. You got me.
Buddy, I drove it in and slammed on the brakes. It's like, he left the door open, I'm going.
Good move.
You've got 1 gallon left.
I just realized you had a little NHRA logo on your car there, Jared.
Oh yeah. Get the big tree on the side too. The lights.
Nice.
Well, I hope we make it.
We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap.
Yeah. I'm boxing this thing.
Yeah, I am too.
Me too.
Oh, sorry, James. Didn't realize you were pitting right away.
The car ahead's pitting. Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 55 miles per
I'm
hour.
out of gas.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
It really sucks. You ran out of gas. You got no clutch.
Good stop, Chris. No, keep it down there, Brian. Don't get a
Watch
penalty.
your mirrors.
I know. I mean, go up there, sure.
Did we all just do what I think we just did?
I think we did. I think we did what you think we did, and did.
I don't know. I might have done something wrong.
I forgot Matt and Greg did it.
B13. The gap to Swaunders in front is now 6.9.
Scrap is about his points.
That was fun.
This was awesome.
I see the tree now.
What tree?
Jared has a drag
Okay,
racing
James,
Christmas
the
tree
next
on the
car
side of
is
his car.
Swaunders.
Jared's really fast just in a straight line.
You know how to do that really well.
I'm surprised they don't have that in iRacing.
Oh my god, I'd love it.
They said the biggest thing was trying to, like, since reaction time is such a big deal, trying to get, like, the servers as accurate as possible for taking off from the line. Yeah, so that's their biggest struggle, is mostly the internet issues that people would have.
Anybody play an old game called like Motor City Online?
I've heard of it.
It only lasted for a couple years, but it was like a race against each other online in like the early 2000s. You could build and buy parts for your cars. It was pretty fun.
I remember that, but I never played it.
It had drag racing. That's what made me think of it.
You've just done a 41.64.
The best one was the Burnout PC. It was like from
13th place.
That the wreck game?
Huh?
Was that the wrecking game?
Yes.
Oh, that was amazing. How much damage could you cause?
No, the Burnout PC, it was literally just pure drag racing.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of like...
Inside. You're clear inside.
There was an iHRA game that came out for PlayStation 2 that they had a full engine dyno simulator like built into it, so you could build your own crazy engines.
Okay,
that was
James,
a lot of fun.
That was a knockoff from the PC version. The PC was like that, like times 10. You could like do like anything to the cam, like lobe duration and valve size. I mean, it was like crazy.
Yeah, that's what the way this one was. So I was building like V10 nitro powered twin turbo, 5 valves per cylinder, like just seeing how crazy we could get it.
The leader, Rossi, is pitting.
Well, it would give you a fault if it wasn't physically able to do it.
And it would blow your engine up.
Which way are we going?
There's a car rejoining in front.
Sounds right.
What were you asking?
Isn't it 4-1? No, I think it was just 2-1, isn't it?
Yeah,
What
2-1.
happened? What happened to Chris?
No comment.
Okay.
I'm stupid.
Brian, which way am I gonna go on the straightaway this time?
E11.
Ah! There was probably like 1/4.
On the outside.
I had given you right there.
Clear high.
Probably could have fit the sheet of paper to the wall. This is so much fun. Getting very familiar with the farmers only on the back.
I tell you what, if the yellow flag came out, I think we'd be screwed.
10th position.
Sure.
I may run out of gas.
Saunders behind is increasing. It's now 1.
I went extra long to prevent that.
You should spin out first before you run out of gas. Your elbow itchy?
I thought I was going to touch the wall there, Kyle, first.
I did too. I'm so close to you, I'm literally just following whatever you do, so. I had to hit the brakes. I'm like, ah!
Damn it, Greg, I was pushing it too hard there. Just went wide.
I think I'm about a third of a gallon short on average. It's not looking good.
Start riding that clutch.
Clutch and coast. Through the corner, specifically.
All right, James, gaining on this car. The gap is 1.62.
Hopefully I can stay ahead of you, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was getting a free gas stop there.
Far outside. Hold your line. You clear high.
Kyle and I are just thinking to ourselves, Matt and Greg definitely just got tires. It would not be good for us.
Oh shit, there's only 5 laps left.
I got 9.
Sure, yeah, there's 5 laps left.
Yeah, exactly. You drive 5 laps to pull into the pits.
I will give you a penalty if you do more than 5 laps. Please tell me you only have 5 laps of fuel left. That would be amazing.
D9.
So I shouldn't spin out?
Yes, you should. Spin out now, Bruce.
Are you feeling vulnerable again, Bruce?
Yep, I just hit the wall. Yep. I thought I wish you had.
It's Kyle and Brian that violated you, so you get your retribution on them.
Oh yeah. No, it was the wall. It was getting me back. Yeah. Yeah, it just beat the hell out of me.
There's not, in fact, enough room between your car and the wall.
What happened, Matt? Because you were right behind me and then you dropped back a bit.
Your car kept moving up, so I was staying in it, trying to get between you and the wall, and
I moved up. Okay, got it.
Away. The gap behind is now 5.5 seconds. Should be about
Greg's
7 laps remaining on this tank. 0.2 gallons per lap. You're reeling this car in. The gap's now 6.0 seconds.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
I'm like, how did I get a black flag then? I was always past the cones.
Can't go above that white line until you get past the blue cone.
No, I'm in between the white line. I didn't go up.
No.
I don't know what it did.
What does it say? It's unsafe release or speeding?
What is the penalty for? What does it say?
E9.
I don't see anything. I just see the black flag.
Right underneath it, it should tell you what it's for.
No, I don't see anything there.
So is it giving you a penalty, like a stop and go or a drive-through, or?
I'm assuming it's a drive-through, but I don't know. I'm gonna go around and go back in and see what it gives me.
Okay, James, we're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 4.7.
What's your incident points at, Bruce?
8.
I didn't even think about that, Matt.
Limit's what, 12?
Yeah, 12 for a drive through.
(6:45 p.m.)
I think so. There's only 5 laps left.
Two laps left.
Just checking. Leader's about to take the white.
All right, James, push now. We can catch this guy.
So what happens if you finish a race under penalty?
White flag, last lap.
I should have just kept driving.
Oh, nice pass, Brian.
Last is last.
Gaining on this car. The gap is 2.3
I was
seconds.
betting everything I had that Chris was gonna hold up on the inside. So
I realized how much I was sliding. I just let out completely and braked up.
I was
good race, you two. That was awesome. I forgot to take tires. I unchecked all my tires. When we went in, I didn't have anything.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw.
That's how you got out.
Yeah, that was the only reason. I screwed up.
I noticed
Easy
the
boy.
first lap we caught
Okay,
pretty
we're
quick,
done.
and I'm like, uh-oh, I hope he did not do that.
3rd to 11th.
Awesome.
I think I
Thanks,
could
Brian.
have caught Jared if I had just been faster getting off the track for my pit. I think I might have lost a couple seconds there.
Oh, you were coming. Every lap you were catching me a little bit every time. I was watching.
I came off the track and was completely locked up as soon as I hit the apron. Just slid right to 55 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, then you did a way faster pit stop than I was being safe, but I know I was slower than I had been in practice when I did 2 or 3 practice pit stops.
Yeah, I was horrible coming off though. Like I spun the tires real bad and then tried to shift and started spinning again. And I thought Rob was going to pass me before he made it out of the pit road.
I almost got you.
I ran out of gas in turn 3. Suck.
Oh.
Good race, Brian.
See you, James.
See you, James.
Yeah, good win. That was a lot of fun up
Take
there
care,
for a
James.
while.
Thanks for the race, everyone.
Good job, everybody. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
great job,
Thanks,
everyone.
Kyle,
Brian,
good stuff at
that
the end,
was,
man. Great stuff.